boulevard and the difficulty of crossing the boulevard and all that, we would meet at a certain time in a parking lot. Everybody stayed in their cars like we're doing at the ones I'm doing already. Very good about practicing social distancing. I say that because people do get out of cars sometimes and decorate their cars up, but they stay apart. And it's our rules, whatever we tell them to do anyway. But our intention was to maybe a potato or something like that, and everybody go out and have a predetermined route to go through, all going through the police chief and with all of his recommendations. And then it would end on that side of the street, and then there would be another meet up so that everyone is clear that they are on their own to get across the boulevard to the second meeting place. And basically do the same thing on the north side of the boulevard. So the intentions would be some of these guys that are doing the car show this time of year will have an excuse to get out and drive a little bit. People in the neighborhoods, if we let it be known, people can take their lawn chairs out in the front yard and stay not far away from the cars driving down the street, and it's just a little bit of an activity for everybody.
But as far as the car show at the community center, because that is on here as one of the buildings.
Yeah.
I understand we're going to cancel that for the 30th, correct?
Correct. Sounds like that was already decided.
You go further notice. Go further notice. Keep the library closed and then events until June what, Matt?
Well, just so we would reevaluate on June 9th, not some sort of set it that it's going to open June 10th or anything, just reevaluate it June 9th.
Until the governor listed and the social gathering, we can't do it anyway.
And so the car show date was for May 30th.
Yes, sir.
Saturday after Memorial Day weekend, just so you know. So we're currently talking about canceling that regardless.
Yeah. We have to.
Yes, sir. We'll reevaluate on the 9th regarding the other stuff like the fire show.
And so I guess I'm asking here, does anybody have a problem with the idea that we have come up with for the parade?
No, I don't.
I personally
I really think I needed to ask anybody, but I am, so look forward or drop it tonight.
Have to coordinate through the chief on what
There's going to be something here that you get with the chief, because if the traffic control is going to be needed, he needs to know in advance where it's going to be and decide what manpower he's going to need, if any, to facilitate that. So if that was a suggestion, I would think that
James, 5 minutes turned into an hour.
I'm sorry.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, we can do that in staff, with our staff. We don't have to bring that back to council unless y'all just want us to.
The thing, I think, Darren, you have to be careful of is that people don't gather along the parade route in groups. And if you put the parade route ahead of time, there's a chance they would do that. I don't know how you manage that.
Very good point. I don't have the answer either, but,
I can tell you, CISD is planning one.
When is theirs? Wait a minute.
Theirs is May 22nd for the seniors.
Okay. Well, we ain't overlapping, too.
If you look at the number of people that come out for the homecoming and when we have the Christmas parade, how close they are, that could be the same result. Everybody, same way when everybody gathered to look at the fireworks, or they're scattered out. There's still going to be a lot of stuff, a lot of them. So, there's one way of potentially handling that is not to publicize the parade route, and for y'all to just know what you're going to do, and people that happen to be out and see us are the ones that see us and feel good about it.
yeah, I understand what you're saying, for sure. Just, what we've done so far is obviously individual houses, and so those people know know that you're coming, and, people they start driving, they start honking, and people start coming out of their garages and their front doors and everything else, and, but even groups, those are individual groups, you're right, there's a lot of notice. And, there's two ways of looking at it. If you cover a lot of land, there's no reason for them to leave their front yard. But on the other hand, you're right, if you give them enough notice, and you're not going down the street, they could go 2 blocks over to where the parade route is. So we'll address all this, we'll address it with the police chief. Like I said, I've already discussed it with him, so it may not make sense, it may not be feasible, but, it's just an option, just something to look at.
Okay.
So I'll talk to him and Marvin and James, and, we'll make sure it makes sense.
Okay. Y'all want to take action on the city buildings?
Just defer to the two of y'all and you would
I
on,
wouldn't take an action on it, just
you would on June 9th?
I thought we were doing that. Yeah,
The reason I say that, because it's up to the government entity.
We can't, but if we're sitting here saying that it's
No change
the
to
city manager and the EMC, that's why we have.
Yes, ma'am?
I think it's okay if they delegate it to you.
Okay.
They're not doing the disaster order right now, they're dealing with city-owned buildings, and so I don't think it's necessarily under chapter 14.
Okay.
ready to move on?
Yep.
Item
Thank you,
13, discussion and or action regarding continuing with the suspension of the disconnection of the city utilities during COVID-19 disaster.
Because PUC is gonna meet on May 15th, we don't have to go by what PUC says, but I would like to hear what they say, and I would like to leave it as is now, probably till June 1st.
Marvin, you're city manager, that will be your decision on how you want to handle that. You're responsible for the budgets and things.
We're still under the same problem we were before, so. Okay.
Right, so I think it's good to continue that and that, policy, and you do your thing.
Okay.
Item number 14, consider approval of ordinance 1277-2020, amending chapter 8, offenses and nuisance of the Railroad Code of Ordinances as amended, incorporating Article 8.08, unauthorized camping, abating nuisance related to the unauthorized camping on private properties, imposing a penalty for violations thereof.
Chief of Police, you're up.
All right, what we're having is an issue with homeless people that are camping on property that does not belong to them. There's some absentee, property owners that it's difficult to get hold of. Can't find them, we're on the side when we find them. There's a couple of them specific. Basically, this ordinance mirrors what you can't set up a camp on property that does not belong to you without permission from the property owner, written permission from the property owner, and it gives us the ability to go in and move these people off property without having to hunt down the owner of 5133, River Oaks Boulevard, who's in California.
So just to reiterate, nothing here would in any way prohibit anyone, camping on their property or letting their friends camp on their property.
No, if private property, if you own the property, you can't on it, as long as it complies with code enforcement, and you can let your people, or anybody you want, with permission to camp on it. I had a long talk with Austin Electric, there's a woman that camps up behind that abandoned building there. We cleaned her up and moved her out of the, Texas area. She was camped there for a minute, and we moved her out of there. Now she's set up there. We cleaned up that area. We offered to come out of our own pocket, pay for her a bus ticket to go home, and she doesn't want to leave her. She likes to hop down to the other distances. But she's naked, walking down the boulevard. She's, defecating behind the businesses. The businesses are calling us and they're saying, what can we do here? We're cleaning up when we find her. But, we're going to go in now. If this ordinance passes, we're going to walk through the woods down behind the bird thing, and we're going to hook up with the Presbyterian Night Shelter and